Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a show that's highly been requested by a lot of our viewers, so I said, hey, let's talk about it today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Now, this is a video that has been sent to us. I can't even tell you how many times. People usually send us messages on Instagram. Again, if you're not following us on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ, and also the channel's name is DREAMERSPRO. But they always message us with videos they would like us to cover and all of that. But in particular, we got this clip sent to us a lot. Now, as you guys know, NBA opening night was on Tuesday. Featured two games, but the one that generated all the attention was the game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves, because that was the game where LeBron James and his son were going to make history, becoming the first father and son pair to ever play in an NBA basketball game. And it was hype from tip-off all the way to the moment it occurred, and we saw it. As a matter of fact, we did a show yesterday where we tricked some people. They thought, like, I put LeBron ahead of Kobe. People like, man, I'm subscribed. One person messaged me on Instagram after seeing that video of you saying LeBron is ahead of Kobe Bryant. Me and my friends are officially unsubscribed. I'm like, did you watch the rest of the video? Like, it was a joke. But anyway, that happened, right? And then people started reacting to it the following day. And one of the shows that reacted to it was ESPN First Take. And on the panel, they had Brian Windhorst, Stephen A. Smith, Miley Karam, and Chris Mad Dog Russo. Now, if you know anything about Chris Mad Dog Russo, he's usually the guy that's going to go against the grain on TV, especially when it comes to selecting the greatest moments in sports or the top players who ever played in a particular sport. He's usually an old school guy, and he's not afraid to go against the grain and have his own opinions, even though it may veer away from some of the traditional views that ESPN likes to promote to its viewers. So they were talking about LeBron and Bronny's moment. Miley Karam was talking about how wonderful it was. Brian Windhorst said how great it was. Stephen A. Smith weighed in. Kendrick Perkins weighed in. But when it came time for Chris Mad Dog Russo to weigh in on the moment between LeBron and Bronny James, he absolutely went off, to the point where Molly was actually interrupting him throughout his monologue. And after a while, I was like, man, are they going to mute his mic? Because this is definitely not the type of opinions you see on ESPN when it comes to LeBron James. But before we even get into what Chris Mad Dog had to say, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on sports and players you love. Pick more or less on 2 or more players in any sport to win up to 100 times your entry fee. For example, here's a possible winning player projection lineup: Tyreek Hill for more than 90 receiving yards and Dak Prescott for more than 263 passing yards, Josh Allen for less than 240 passing yards, and CB Lamb for more than 96 receiving yards. And if you're like me and you want to play safe, you will love the new features Prize Picks invented: Flex Plays. Flex Pays are the safest way to play Prize Picks. You can still make a profit or win some money back even if a couple of your picks don't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is we want to play what Mad Dog had to say about that situation there, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
Nobody in America, this might be fun for LeBron. Nobody in America cares that Bronny James played 3 minutes and grabbed 1 rebound and at 11 o'clock at night in the opener. And this is supposed to be a moment that America is going to resonate with. I mean, come on. I'm being serious now. And I love the kid. All right. We know we had the major issue at USC. And LeBron's great. He's an all-timer. He's always been a phenomenal player. He stays out of trouble. Who doesn't like LeBron? I mean, he's not Jordan. But who doesn't love LeBron? Everybody loves LeBron.
I can't.
But to make a big deal because JJ, and I love Redick. I'm rooting for him hard here.
Yeah.
But the idea that he put him in for 3 minutes, he grabbed the a couple of shots, And this is the greatest moment in professional sports.
Mad
I mean, we
Dog.
got to be serious.
They made history.
Well,
it's
Ken Griffey
LeBron
Jr.
James.
and Ken Griffey
Yeah,
Jr.
but in
and
the
Ken
NBA,
Griffey made history.
he's one of the greatest players of all time. The ultimate dream realized, playing alongside his son in the iconic purple and gold.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If LeBron James is not the second greatest player in the history of basketball, would this be a story?
It would be a story, but not nearly as
well,
big.
This is a story because we're making LeBron. You know, you can make the argument that the Lakers got Bronny to begin with, to, as Wendy just said, to energize LeBron. So that puts a qualification on it. Well, hold on now. He's only on the team because LeBron's 40. He's their star. So as a result, that's a second-round pick, 3 minutes. Let's throw him out there. Sorry, folks.
Guys.
I ain't buying it. You
Stephen
guys can go crazy. Call me an
more
ogre.
important than
Call me
family.
anything you want. I can't get into it. Go ahead,
Stephen A.
I appreciate that from a LeBron's perspective. But Ken Griffey Jr. was the next Willie Mays, and everybody knew it. Ken Griffey Sr. was a 300 hitter on two great all-time teams, Cincinnati Reds. They were both great. The junior was better, but Ken Griffey Sr. was great. LeBron's an all-timer. Bronny James, to me, based on his collegiate career, based on the fact that he's LeBron's son, and we're going to placate LeBron, the idea that he's playing 3 minutes, I can argue whether he should even be on a team. He should be in the G League, which, by the way, is what Shaq and Barkley said last night, that he shouldn't be on. He should be on the G League to get minutes. The both of them said that on TNT. So, to me, it just feels fake. It feels like, all right, let's give Bronny his 3 minutes. We'll put him in late in the game. JJ making sure it's a big family moment. We can all give him a standing ovation. We'll get the Griffies there. It's not a sports moment. To me, there's a fakeness to it. It's great for LeBron. And if that's the idea, fine. I'll give you that. But from a sports fan's perspective, I don't think anybody is walking around, a sports fan, not an old white guy like me, a sports fan. I don't think anybody is walking around America saying, wow, did you see that Bronny James played with his father last night? That's not happening. You can say it is, but that's a cocoon. That is not happening.
So you heard what Chris Russo had to say. What are my thoughts? The first thing I thought was, I can't believe he's allowed to say this on ESPN. Like, I can't believe that they're allowing him to have this view. The moment, look, ESPN gives it away, right? Because 90 to 95% of their analysts are going to always kiss LeBron's butt. And the moment Chris began to state his opinion, Molly started reacting to him. Oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that. Oh my, had he been saying what she wanted him to hear, she wouldn't have said anything, right? And to me, it's a bit surprising because it's like, well, can't you have different opinions on this platform? Do we all have to be in lockstep when we're discussing these major sports topics? That's number one. Number two, to what he said, was it a big deal for people? It looks like it wasn't. It looks like the people that this really mattered to was LeBron James fans, maybe Bronny James fans, certainly the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, in terms of the NBA promoting Bronny as much as it does, the thought occurred to me just about a day or two ago. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, why would the NBA be promoted? Because we just keep thinking, okay, it's the Lakers, it's the Lakers, it's the Lakers. But the NBA is definitely a part of this. ESPN and these companies are a part of it. I'm like, why do they keep them? And then it dawned on me that Bronny, one of the reasons they could be promoting him is because Bronny could possibly bring in younger fans, younger viewers. He's a young guy. He's going to have a lot of young people following him, and he could bring in some younger NBA fans. And maybe they're looking at him, obviously, not to the level of a Taylor Swift with the NFL, but he's bringing in a demographic that they are trying to get within the fold. Because the NBA always wants its product to get younger and younger and younger, to have new fans coming through the door. You don't want it just to be an aging product amongst aging fans. You want younger people coming in, younger people coming in. And I'm going to assume that a lot of younger people are behind this, right? In terms of their support for Bronny James. I'm sure there's a part of that at play here. That's the first thing. But in terms of what he said about people not being a fan of it, look, I don't think what he said was controversial in any way. It just seems controversial because it's an opinion that was stated on ESPN. And you seldom hear people say that, right? I've looked at how people kind of tippy-toe around LeBron. You know what's interesting? And I'll say this. For as much money as ESPN spends on the NBA, now they're spending about $2.8 billion annually. They seem to have more respect in terms of their coverage of LeBron than they even do Michael Jordan. Like, it is commonplace to see every Tom, Dick, and Harry or any former NBA player, retired NBA player, going out there and saying something absolutely crazy about Michael Jordan. That seems to be commonplace now. But if you had these same guys talking about Jordan the same way that they talking about LeBron, the same way they talk about Michael Jordan, I don't even think these guys would be on TV or have platforms. Like it seems to be more acceptable now to go at MJ than it does to even go at LeBron. Like, it's surprising. And if you don't go at LeBron, you're like in the fringe. You've seen people complain, oh man, my channel is being shut down. I'm being shadow banned. They're not showing my channel anymore because it's like, because you're not twerking it up with them. You not twerking it up with them. And some of the guys that are going to go far in this business are the ones that have figured out, hey, you want to go far? You got to twerk it up all the way. Lather up with the honey, baby. Lather it up. So these are my thoughts. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about Chris Mad Dog Russo's comments about the Bronny James situation on ESPN? Do you think that that's something that ESPN is going to continue to allow from his analysts to go out there and be a little bit more anti-LeBron? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.